Hey guys, I am Mariel Alaban from Bachelor of Elementary Education 3rd year, and this is Teaching Music in Elementary Grades, and we are now in Unit 7, Planning and Assessing Music Learning. So bear with me so that we can understand the lesson well. Assessing music learning involves evaluating a student's musical skills and knowledge to their progress and proficiency. This assessment typically includes aspects like instrument proficiency, music theory comprehension, and performance ability. It helps teachers and students track development and tailor instructions to meet specific learning goals. So, when you say assessing music learning, it involves evaluating students to develop their musical skills such as playing instruments or understanding music theory. So this kind of assessment helps to determine the progress and areas of the students or they may need to improve. So as a teacher, it is our responsibility to track and teach our students in their music class. Assessing music learning has a cycle, and this is called process. It involves the first one is establish goals, the second one is list short-term objectives, and the third one is create immediate learning experience that align with the goals and objectives. And the fourth one is evaluate how well short-term plans are leading to a long range goals, and the fifth one is revise and modify plans as needed. So we will be discussing it one by one. So the first one is establish goals. So establishing goals in assessing music learning provides clear objectives for educators and students, helping to measure progress effectively and maintain motivation. So in establishing goals in assessing music learning, it is essential because it provides a clear direction and purpose for the learning process, and it helps students to understand what they should achieve. Goals also enable educators to evaluate progress and tailor their teaching methods accordingly, ensuring effective music education. Additionally, goals serve as motivation, giving students a sense of accomplishment when they reach milestone and fostering a life appreciation for music. The second one is list short-term objectives. So why do we need to list the short-term objectives? So listing short-term objective in assessing music learning helps break down long-term goals into manageable steps, making the learning process more achievable and motivating for students. So in listing short-term objectives in assessing music learning, it is crucial as it breaks down the larger long-term goals into manageable steps, making the learning process more achievable and less overwhelming for the student. So especially they are elementary students. It provides a clear roadmap for both students and educators. And short-term objectives also enhance the overall assessment process, allowing for more precise evaluation of students' performance and growth over time. The third one, create immediate learning experience that align with the goals and objectives. So it allows students to apply what they are learning directly to their musical skills and understanding, making the learning process more engaging and relevant. So creating immediate learning experiences that align with the goals and objective in assessing music learning, it is essential to ensure meaningful and purposeful education. So it helps students connect what they are learning to their overarching goals, and it is more relevant and engaging. So the fourth one is evaluate how well short-term plans are leading to long-range goals. So it provides a means to assess whether the teaching strategies and curriculum are effectively guiding students toward their ultimate musical objective. So in evaluating how well short-term plans are leading to long-range goals is assessing music learning is crucial to ensure that the effectiveness process of educational process, it allows educators to gauge whether their teaching strategies and curriculum are aligning with the desired outcomes and adjust them as needed. So this ongoing assessment ensure that the students are making steady progress towards their musical proficiency goal. So the fifth and the last one, revise and modify plans as needed. Revising and modifying plans as needed in music education is crucial because it allows educators to adapt to the evolving needs and progress of their students. It ensures that the teaching strategies and curriculum remain effective in achieving learning objectives. So, in revising and modifying plans as needed in assessing music learning is essential to adapt to the students' evolving needs and optimize the learning process. So, it allows educators to address any challenges or barriers that may arise during the teaching and learning journey, ensuring that the students receive tailored support. This flexibility also promotes continuous improvement in music education and enhancing the overall effectiveness of the curriculum and helping students reach their full potential in musical. So those are the five cyclical process in assessing music learning. The cyclical process of assessing music learning begins by establishing clear goals and breaking them down into short-term objectives. Educators then create immediate learning experiences aligned with these objectives to engage and guide students. Continuous evaluation assesses the effectiveness of short-term plans in achieving long-range goals, allowing for necessary revisions and modification to optimize the learning journey, ensuring students' musical growth and success.